and I'll blow your house in. Here's
Alex.
Hello guys, what's up? This is Zero, and today we're gonna talk about Doctor Sleep, a sequel basically of the very famous The Shining with Jack Nicholson, which was released back in the 80s or something. I have actually seen this movie, The Shining, but I don't really recall it. So yeah, basically I went with my father to watch the movie. We didn't have anything else to watch, and we decided to make a run for it. I have to say that it was quite long. It lasted like 2.5 hours. Based simple on this movie, this is how I'm gonna handle my review. I have to say that I was overall satisfied. First of all, I basically had no clue on what will go on or anything. I mean, perhaps I've seen only one trailer or something, so I could definitely recognize the protagonist, who is the Obi-Wan guy.
Hello there.
And they're actually saying that they're gonna create a new movie with Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars. I have to say that the start of the movie it was more intriguing and more interesting. It did it has more of a philosophical meaning and about death and life, and you would get more on the head of the protagonist, the Obi-Wan guy. Yeah, it was quite interesting. And at the same time, you would see the, let's say, evil, the villains or something like that. So it's nice because you also get in the shoes of the bad guys or something. And it turns out to be something like a survival thing, because our guy and some other people are just chilling and they're trying to survive, and there are some other guys who are like not exactly humans who feed on those who have the ability to sign. Oh. And it's funny because they call this ability signing basically, and they say something like you can sign, you can sign, like he's a rock star or something. You maybe kinda you can empathize for the evil guys also, because they're basically just trying to survive, and you also get some more scenes where they feel bad about their kind, but of course they have no regard for human life. And there's also one kid who I did recognize him. He was in Predator also. Oh my goodness, this movie sucks. Does pick the scenario pretty quickly, without giving you much, without exactly knowing what's going on. I can definitely say that it's much more visual and animated. And it does have some CGI, of course, because The Shining, I don't know if it actually makes any sense because I don't even remember the movie, but I definitely remember that it didn't have any CGI or like any creatures or scenes that we see in this movie. So yeah, I don't know if the big Shining fans might feel offended or something, or they play with the lore. I don't know, but I can definitely say that it was interesting, especially let's say the first part, in which you don't exactly know what's going on and how things are going to unravel. It's also kind of interesting the fact that you basically start with the protagonist and then you kind of switch to another character, and they basically try to team up or something like that. And it's not like you have only one protagonist, although he's actually a much better performer. Overall, I have to say that I did like the acting, and even from random dudes and more like third or fourth characters, it was quite decent. I have to say that I was kind of disappointing on the ending, and I thought that it was dragging a little bit too long. Also, from this whole horror aspect and the thriller aspect, it actually went from this stuff to more like action, like CGI, which is usually a big mistake movies make. Mistake, I mean, going like mainstream. It's not that I didn't like some CGI scenes. It was also R-rated, definitely, because you are gonna see some blood. It was nice, but yeah, I thought it kind of ended in a little bit mainstream way, and it could have done something better. So I liked a couple of scenes that there were some deaths or something like that they were out of the blue, and the movie was not afraid to kill characters. So thumbs up on that. But yeah, overall, I have to say that it was a decent movie. I enjoyed it. It was kind of long, 2.5 hours, not something usual these days, but I did watch them pretty pleasantly. I have to say that in the end, they kind of tried to make a sequel, and it's funny because they're always trying to go for a sequel and a sequel, and they never really make a impactful ending because they want to keep an open mind and maybe create another one. And of course, it's funny that they actually created a sequel on The Shining. Who would have thought that they're gonna create another sequel? And on The Shining, like what the fuck? And you get those references and stuff, like spots and scenes that remembers and blah blah blah. But whatever, that's Hollywood, I guess. So yeah, it was a decent movie. You can definitely watch it, especially if you are a semi-thriller horror fan. It's a good watch. And that's all for today, guys. I hope you keep healthy, keep working out, and farewell. Peace.